Don't let the world determine your worth, man. The world tells us we're supposed to have all these things, go to college, have a career, you know, have a nice house, have a nice car. The world is telling us we have to have these things when you don't have to. But the problem with not going after these things because you don't want it, there's no reason. It doesn't bring you happiness. But we're looked down upon because we don't want these things. We're judged because we choose not to, go to college. We're judged because we choose not to have a career, especially a job that you're just slaving away for somebody else. People don't date us because we choose not to have a fancy car or buy fancy clothes. We're considered less, we're considered not a 1% man because we choose not to drop ship and smoke cigars and buy Lamborghinis, We're considered nobodies because we don't want to do those things. So don't let the world determine your worth. It sucks that it's like that because it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. Dating, family, friends, strangers. Because when you go up to a stranger and you get to know them, the first thing we say is, what do you do? What do you do? Like, what? That doesn't determine who I am. Just because you work at what, 7-Eleven, McDonald's, the dollar store, being a janitor. I know you make a lot being a janitor. Or stuff like that. Nowadays, especially with social media and how influencers are making millions of dollars, people judge you because you want a normal job. People will judge you because you don't mind working for less money. People won't date you because you choose not to buy a fancy car. People won't mess with you because you don't buy chains or grills or Jordans, and you do what you enjoy, and people judge you for that as well. So again, don't let the world determine your worth, because a lot of us feel like we're not worth anything, or we're worth less because we don't go after these things that most people go after. You choose to not follow the herd, and you go the other way because you think they say the grass is better on this side, but the whole time they got corn on that side. You feel me? Like they got grass and they got wheat over here. I don't think I want to eat grass. I want wheat. You feel me? Like, come on now. And I don't know if that's a good analogy. My bad if it's not. But yeah, like, even with the dating, bro. Even with the dating. It is hard to date someone because there could be you and 5 other people, right? And you don't like spending your money on fancy clothes, so you buy stuff from Walmart, or you buy stuff from Payless, or you buy stuff from Ross. And you're a great guy. You're an amazing guy, actually. You're a man, But then there's 4 other people who ain't nothing, who spend all their money on this stuff, and usually it's not even their money. They can't pay rent, They gamble all their money. They're not God-fearing men. They have no purpose, but they want all this fancy stuff, and you will be looked past, dude. You will be looked past, no matter how good you are as a man, or how driven, how you're on your grind, your purpose. Just because they look this certain way, you will be looked past, or because they have these things, you will be looked past, and it sucks. It's like that. I ain't saying every, dating is like that, but it sucks that it's like that because you will run across a few people who act like that. I ain't saying everybody, but you will run across some people who act like that. They will look down on you because you don't have this. Look at on social media, People literally be telling people, let's go bank account for bank account, or band for band, Why do I have to prove my worth for how much money I have? That doesn't make sense. Why do I have to prove that I'm worth something because I have a lot of money? This first is greed. That's a sin. But there, I don't I don't believe that we should prove we don't like I don't believe that we gotta have just to prove our worth, you know? But it's just the way it is, I guess. It's been like this for years, you know? It's been like this for years. Just think about it. When you go up to a stranger, you start talking to a stranger, the first thing that come out their mouth is probably, what do you do? Or talk to family, what you been up to. And you know what they mean by what you been up to. Like, what are you working at? How much you're making? You feel me? You got a house yet? You got a car yet? You got, you know, you got a family yet? Like, they would judge you on this. They would really judge you on this. Especially around my age, 23. If I'm not in college, even if I was in college, you know, they still judge me for not having a good job or having, you know, but yeah, like I'm not in college. I don't have no high paying career job right now. First of all, I'm employed. I've been looking for jobs, but I'm employed. So, unemployed, I mean. They don't judge me for that. They don't know who I am. They don't realize that I'm trying to better myself, eat better, go to the gym. They don't realize I'm pursuing a dream. They don't realize I'm waking up 3 in the morning actually to go shoot videos outside in the cold. You know, they don't realize that every minute I wake up at home, I start editing videos to get ready to post more or shoot 5 videos at once. They don't realize that I'm driven for the thing I want to go after. You know, they don't realize that this ain't my end goal. Sleeping on a pull-out couch is not my end goal. I have more dream and I know what I'm gonna do. And I have a plan, you know, and I had like realized if that don't work out, I'm gonna figure it out. They don't realize that I'm becoming the man I'm supposed to be because I don't have these things. You feel me? I don't have these things. I struggle with having relationships right now because of this reason. I choose not to, by the way, to date anyone because I'm not there yet. But that's another problem. A lot of us would choose to be lonely because we're not there yet. What is there yet? What is there? You know, we all say this. Us men say this a lot. We choose not to date women because we're not there yet. And I get it. I get it. If you as a man, you want to provide for your woman, you know. When they say don't pay for the first date, that's crazy. Don't treat your woman out. Don't give a woman money. Don't giving money is kind of, iffy. But like they tell us don't do these things, but as a man, we're meant to provide. We're meant to take care of, you know. I get women are bosses and they got their own money and all that, but at the same time, you're a man, you know? You're a man. So I get it. But why should we be alone, you know? Why should we choose to be alone? Because we don't have things. We don't have what we think we're supposed to have. Even though if you're working towards it, you know? Even though if you're working towards it, even though if you have a dream, a plan, a purpose, you're driven, you wake up every morning, you go get it. Just because you don't have it yet doesn't mean that you're worthless. You know, it doesn't mean that you can find somebody that loves you. It will be hard because, like I said, the world will judge you on what you have before they judge you for who you really are. So it will be hard, but we stop ourselves. What if you meet somebody who actually is in the same position as you, who's still trying to get it on their own as well, and y'all both motivate each other and become like a power couple or whatever? How do you know? But we stop ourselves because we let the world determine our worth. We let the world determine, you know, who we are. And it sucks, bro. Because the world really would judge you on that. And, man, it's crazy. You feel me? It's crazy how it works. Because I go through this, you know? I go through this, man. Like, reason I stop myself from dating and talking to women because I tell myself, and it's built in, it's like I welded into my mind myself. You know, I'm stopping myself and I need to fix it, but at the same time, like I said, I do want to provide. I don't want to be no bum, especially being in a relationship. You got to have some money, but yeah, but anyway, when I was making money, I always thought to myself, well, I'm sleeping at my aunt's crib in a pull-out couch. You know, I'm still fat. I'm not as healthy as I want to be. You feel me? I'm doing YouTube and I'm going after a dream that's not guaranteed, but I'm still doing it. What else? I work at a comedy club, and I only work 4 days a week. This was when I was working at a comedy club, but like, so I'm telling all these things, saying I shouldn't be talking to women because all these things that I'm dealing with. But whole time, bro, whole time, what I'm doing is I'm driven, chasing my dream, have a purpose. I'm working out. I'm going to the gym. I am eating better than I used to be. You know, I'm still going to the gym. I have a routine. I'm disciplined. You know, I'm working towards my life, who I'm supposed to be. Me living at my aunt's crib ain't gonna be the last stop of my life. You know, I'm working to save to travel first. You know, the reason I don't have a car because I don't need one at the point, but I plan on getting one. You know, so I'm out here letting the world determine what I'm worth and stopping me from finding somebody, stopping me from, you know, I was letting the world really just make me forget about what I'm worth and what I'm really doing. And we all do that to ourselves, and we got to stop, bro. We got to stop. You don't have to go after the fanciest car. You don't have to go after the biggest house. You don't have to go after the best job, you know. You're looked upon by the world, and who cares? Let them. Because at the end of the day, it's your life at the same time. You know, we need to stop keeping up with the Joneses. You know, it's your life. But we shouldn't let the world stop us from living our lives at the same time. Does that make sense? I'm kind of all over the place with the video, but it's something serious that we got to stop doing, you know? It's something serious we got to stop doing, because a lot of us chase these high-paying jobs, but it doesn't fulfill us. It doesn't keep us happy, and then it just leads to regret. And why do you think all these people who've been working in corporate and all these computer and high-tech and high-rise jobs, and, you know, the big jobs where they wearing suits sitting at a desk, why do you think they all quit and tell you the same thing? I wasn't happy. They wasn't happy. That's not what they wanted to do. But before, they was going after it because, one, the world was telling them they had to go after it, or their mom and dad was like welding that into their mind as well, which is the world again, telling them they have to do these things, you know, have to go after these high-paying jobs just to live. And I get, because at this point in life with the economy and stuff, you need some money. So I ain't saying go and be a bum or don't have a job. You got to have a job to survive. You know, you need that to maintain your life. You know, you can't be a bum, bro. Don't ever be a bum. No, can't do that. I'm sorry. Like, you got to have a job. But a lot of us is chasing these high paying jobs, and then you get to the point in your life where you're just like, I don't even want to do this anymore. And you done wasted all that time. Well, not wasted it, you learned, but you've been, you know, spending all that time where you could have been doing something that's maybe not making as much, but you're happier. Why sacrifice happiness over, you know, what the world wants you to do? Let me say it again. Why sacrifice happiness over what the world wants you to do, what the world wants you to become or be, you know? So it's really up to you. But back to the saying, like, you got to have a job, though. You know, you got to have a job. You don't need a car if you don't want one, but you're going to need some type of transportation. Because, like, I choose not to have people drive me around. Don't offer me a ride. I don't want it because I choose to not have a car, you know? So you can't, if you're not having a car, don't rely on nobody. Don't be asking for rides. Figure it out because you're choosing not to have a car, you know? It's your choice, so you got to figure out how to get to places. So, it's like I was saying, like, yeah, don't be a bum, and if you're choosing to do these things, don't rely on people because you're choosing to do it. But yeah, my bad, I'm getting all over the place. But yeah, dog, like, we gotta, because we're worth a lot, especially if you're going after your purpose, bettering yourself. You're worth a lot. You're becoming the man you're supposed to be, becoming the woman you're supposed to be. So don't let what others think, what others see that you're supposed to be doing dictate your life, you know, because you are worth a lot. God put you on this earth for a reason, and I don't think he put you on this earth to chase the most, best, the expensive, the greatest, you know. He put you on this earth to do something that is meaningful, that brings you happiness as well. You know, so I say focus on that than going after all this stuff because the world wants you to go after it. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be harder than going the normal route. That's for sure. It's gonna be difficult. You're gonna be judged. You're gonna be looked down, and you even gotta explain to people. When people are like, "Oh, why aren't you working at this job? Why aren't you making this amount of money? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you having that?" Just say to them, "That's not what I want to do. It doesn't bring you happiness. You know, it doesn't bring you happiness. It's not. It's not gonna fulfill you. It's not gonna make you any better. If they want to look down on you, let them. Because at the end of the day, you're happy. That's all that matters. You're happy. You feel me? You're happy with what you have. You're grateful and you're blessed as well. What they have does not mean nothing to you. You feel me? And be ready. Like I said, your relationships will be affected until you find the right one who's okay with you having what you want to have and what you choose to have. Like I said, like, and once you break free from that, you realize life is so much better. Life is amazing, bro. Life is great, you know? Because once you stop stressing about, okay, I got to have a crazy job. I have to go to college to go get this expensive job. I have to save up all my money, not do nothing to go buy an expensive car, you know? I got to save up all my money to buy somebody I love an expensive, super expensive gift because they want expensive stuff, you know? Don't be with someone if you can't afford it. First of all, don't be with someone like that. But if you really love them, sure. But if someone who's always want expensive stuff, you know, the people who just be going after the expensive stuff, the brands and stuff, just to keep up with everybody else, you know, don't be with someone like that. First of all, but yeah, like, avoid that. That's not what you want to do. That's not who you want to be with anyway. So be ready for that, dude. It's not easy. It's not easy at all, man. It's not easy, but you gotta remind yourself you're happy where you are. Don't be comfortable. I always go after, you know, more. All right, but don't get greedy about it, and don't let the world determine what you go after. You know, whatever it is, don't let the world determine what you have to go after and what you have to do or what you have to be, because you're doing great right now. You feel me? You're doing great. You're doing better than you used to. You'll be doing better than anybody else. You're doing better than, you know, you're getting it. You're doing it. And that's all that matters, man. I'm kind of losing my voice. I've been talking a lot. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to call it right here. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. You're worth a lot. And don't let the world determine what you are worth. Be safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one. Yeah.